Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Schmutz.
Is that Billie Eilish?
Yeah. I'm gonna get you some blocks. Also, I want to do like a strap warm up because everything feels tight right now.
Yeah. Super tight, all dragging, not stretching.
Bless the air conditioning though.
Okay, that's me.
Okay.
I couldn't tell if I had to or not earlier.
No, it's all good.
And then
Best to pee.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right.
Hey babe, I'm calling because I want to talk.
Right. Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. Not our typical day together, at least for flow, you know. Hi, Mallory. How are ya? I was going to take this moment to drop the playlist we'll be moving to in the chat. Paste, copy, pasta. Copy pasta. Kamar's here, so we're very excited. Hope everybody's having a good holiday weekend so far. I originally had plans to not teach today, but then I felt like really wiggly and like, no, I do want to teach something. I need to do something. So we'll get started in a couple minutes. For class, we'll be using a couple of blocks as well as a strap to get us feeling warmed up for some of the moves we're going to do today. We're going to work through eagle position, so lots of adduction, lots of compression, opening for the back line, and then hopefully that will segue nicely into, ooh, wow, Kamar. Segue nicely into doing potentially some grasshopper or dragon squat today. So we'll see. We'll see where it takes us, the adventures. So I just like to give it a couple minutes for people to hop on. I'm sure we won't have a huge class, but it'll be good for people to retake this after. Great, we got some more people. Welcome. Hey, Sarah Hall. Good morning to you, even though it's evening for you. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's having a great week. I'll put that on the charger. We'll get going. Also, let me know. I've restarted Streamlabs once. My second camera looks like a little glitchy, so I'm hoping it goes okay. Let me check all these connections.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
still stopping every once in a while.
Yeah. We'll see. It's kind of just been freezing up, but then it goes back to normal. So I'll keep my eyes on chat. If it gets super bothersome, just let me know. But hoping it goes smooth. It's like this camera's going smooth, but I don't know what's going on with our other camera over there. Sometimes when Pi comes in here, she like plays with that cable. So I'm like, maybe Pi shook this cable loose or something. All right, well, let's do the thing, shall we? I want to have a little bit of volume for music, but not to the point where it flags us. Turn down this fan a little bit. All right. So welcome everybody. Thanks for coming. Hi Natalie. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Babe, Natalie DiBiase's here. Our favorite from the workshop, Nasty Nat.
Yes.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So we've got blocks at the top of our space. Ooh, hopefully you have those. I like working with these cork blocks because they're so sturdy. And we're going to get started on the ground. We're going to bring our straps with us, give our hamstrings a little nice warm-up stretch. We'll take it easy, even though some parts of this class will be pretty tough. Or at least in my imagination, they will be. So once we're all the way down, just kind of let that band rest across your lap. And let's start in a hip opener. So feet together, knees nice and wide. And we'll take a couple rounds of breath together here. If you're looking for a playlist to use, I dropped one into the chat earlier. Feel free to use it or pick something for yourself. We'll take 3 more rounds of breath, seeing if you can extend out those inhales and exhales. All right. We'll take our hands towards the outsides of our thighs. We'll close them up, bringing your feet down onto the ground. And we'll take a couple of bridge lifts and articulations down so you can keep the feet totally flat or give yourself a little bit of extra lift by elevating onto your tippy toes. We'll do one more of these bridge lifts and articulations down. And then once your low spine is on the earth, let's keep that there, extending your right leg up towards the ceiling. And this is where your strap will come in handy. So we'll loop that onto the bottom of your foot. Great. And let's just start with a couple bends and extends, just getting into your hamstring. My knees are feeling a little crunchy today.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now the next time your leg is extended out, see if you want to match that extension with the other side, so lengthening your left leg all the way long. Perhaps you take that right leg a little closer to you, so doing some nice split leg training right here. All right, now to get ready for our IT band stretch, let's pass the straps over into our left hand, and we'll take the leg across our body over towards the left-hand side. Good. Again, lots of adduction work today, so lots of thighs together, crossing the midline. If you want a little bit of extra stretch for the outside of the calf and ankle, I kind of automatically do it, but you can sickle your foot and turn the toes down towards the earth. Think about simultaneously lengthening through your right-hand side body. Great. Let's take it back through center. Pass the straps into right hand, bend into your left leg, and we're going to separate the legs here. So moving leg out to the right, knee to the left. If you want my favorite little addition, pick up your left leg, and maybe you hang on to your left ankle as you extend the right leg out. I like to think of this like a back-lying skandasana, but my Pilates instructor calls this Peter Pan. Kind of looks like a Peter Pan pose.
Is that Danny?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, we'll take everything back through center, and we'll just swap it out. So left foot goes in, right leg comes out. Again, we started here pretty modestly, just with those bends and extends. So strap is in your left hand, and just start to work into the hamstring space. Awesome, we'll keep that leg extended. See if you want to take the opposite leg long as well. Maybe working deeper into that split leg, trying to guide the left leg a little bit closer. Just reminding yourself to tap into that breath. Kamar's doing a great job of that. All right, and then we'll transfer the strap into the right hand, and let's take our left leg across our midline. So stretching into the outside of the thigh and the calf and the ankle. Good, we'll take it back through center. We'll transfer strap into left hand, right knee bends, and then let's open up the legs, separate them. Maybe even bending into the right leg and picking up and hanging onto your right ankle. Awesome, we'll take it all back to center. We'll ditch the strap. You can kind of toss it to the front or up and overhead. Optional to use it for the rest of the class. We'll see where we go. Fingertips will go into your knee pits. Let's take some rocks and rolls up and down the length of your mat. And our goal here is to progressively work into more boat position. So trying to find our balance. Good, rolling back. Trying to hit it, trying to find it. Good, we'll try one more just like that. And then we're up in our boat position. Now, modifications for this next part. We're gonna work some low boats to high boats. Hands can always come down by the side and in contact with the earth. You can keep your hands along your thighs. With your inhale, we'll lengthen out. And then exhale, bring yourselves back up. Good, we're gonna go for 8. Nice. Last 5. Yes. 4, 3, 2. This last one, let's hold it in our low boat because I'm an asshole. Nice, extending through those legs. Maybe even the arms come up and overhead. Hollow body, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug the knees in on 1. Good, rock a little side to side. Massage out the low spine. And then we'll rock our way up and down again and all the way through to a tabletop position, all 4s. Good. So a little bit of a wrist warm up here before we go too far. Spread out your hands nice and wide, stacking your shoulders above your wrists, and we'll move forwards and backwards. Trying to maintain some external rotation through the arms. Good. For a little extra, let's rotate the hands all the way into external. And I like to walk my knees forwards and a little bit together and lean back on some tuck toes. We will be working some tuck toe shapes here in a moment. Awesome, we'll sit all the way back onto our heels. So just a little kneeling position. Great for the plantar fascia. And take this moment to roll out your wrists a little bit. Great. We'll take a stretch for the top of the forearm. So reaching the arm forwards and pulling back on the top of the hand. Good, switch sides, left fingertips down, pull back on the top of the hand. Awesome, we'll take it forwards, back onto our hands, and we'll untuck the toes and make an X with our feet. So right foot is gonna go on top. We'll again sit back onto our heels. So giving the bottom of your foot a little TLC, and we'll reach our arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Bend into your right elbow, capture that elbow, give yourself a little lat stretch here. Awesome, release, come forwards, switch feet. So left goes into the top foot. Oy. Great, we'll go arms back up again. Now you'll grab for the left elbow. Again, give yourself a little stretch through the lats and shoulders. Good, and we'll release once more. Our counter for this is going to be downward facing dog, so step and extend your feet back, and then take the hips all the way high. So it's our first down dog here, so feel free to pedal around, wiggle around. We'll all settle into stillness together here. Take an inhale breath and an exhale out. With our inhale, we'll lift up our heels. Exhale, bend your knees and see the front. Inhale, move to the front of your space, and we'll hang heavy here, working into your forward fold. You can grab for opposing elbows. If you feel like you've been working through chest expansion already, your hands can come towards the low back and work up and overhead. My shoulders still feel sore from surfing, so like any stretch I can add in right now for my shoulders. All right, whatever shoulder release you're going for, release the hands down, and let's roll ourselves all the way up to standing. Great. We'll work our feet together. My arms may go a little bit out of frame, Kamar's too probably, because you be long-armed. But our arms are gonna go up and overhead. Oh, oh, I fit. Left hand is gonna grab for your right wrist. Tailbone nice and long. Let's side bend over towards our left-hand side. Now what's great, you get this nice side view of me and Kumar so you can see how much effort we're putting into staying in one long line. So we're not bending forwards or back bending, all complete side bending work here. Great, take it back through center and let's switch. Right hand grabs for the left wrist, pull up and over towards your right hand side. Nice. Take it back through center, release the hands, and fold forwards. With your inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank position. We're gonna move through chaturanga, glide forward, your knees can tap the ground, bending the elbows to 90. You can work through low cobras as a modification or upward facing dog like Kumar. Take it back, downward facing dog. Reset with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Lift your heels, bend your knees, see the front. Travel to the front of your mat. Let's go into our halfway lift. Inhale, breath. And with your exhale, fold. Try to pull yourself deep to the legs. Rise up to standing. If they aren't, draw the feet together, grab for the right wrist, pull up and over towards your left. Nice, back to center, switch, and over to the other side. Nice, back through center. Let's release and fold forwards. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high to mid plank, your way, even if your way means omitting these entirely. Downward facing dog. Good, we've got one more just like that. And I want to encourage you, if you're feeling it, to start working some hopping travels towards the front. So when we are hopping to the front, think about gripping into your fingertips. This is our stoppage. This is what will prevent us from falling up and overhead, or at least that's what it wants to do. So we'll lift up our heels, bend your knees, see the front, and travel. Nice. Nice, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Good, let's rise all the way up to a standing shape. And instead of going straight into our side bend, let's take our hands towards heart center. Now, left foot is gonna stay, right leg is gonna cross back behind us a little bit. I'm up high onto my big toe ball mound of the right foot, but most of my weight is forward into the left. Arms will reach up, grab for the right wrist, and side bend in this position. So we're just trying to get more space into the oblique, maybe even hip flexor if you're lucky. Good, we'll bend into the left knee, step back forwards, reset, and we'll do same thing other side. So left foot takes a little cross step back, staying high up on the toe as best you can. Arms are going to reach up, grabbing for the left wrist, side bend over towards the right. Nice, bend into the right knee, step yourself back to a neutral position. We'll sweep the arms up. Inhale, breath, connect the palms up above you, and exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips and work down. Halfway lift, maybe you keep your hands on the ground this time. Step back or start to work your jump backs. So bending into the knees, compressing. Upward facing dog, nice. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's base out our stance a little bit. Walking the hands maybe a little back. We're gonna go down dog twist. So peek underneath the shoulder and see where it's accessible to grab on your left leg. For my friends that are pretty flexy, you can wrap around the heel or the ankle. The calves are available, the knee is available. Try to stay square through the hips and the shoulders. That's the challenge here. Great, let's switch sides. So right hand works down, work across. Nice, peeking underneath. One more breath. And then we'll return the left hand back down. Nice. Bend into your knees. Reattach them to the ground so that you're in a tabletop position. Left hand centers itself a little more. Right arm reaches out towards the side. Without the hips doing too much lateral wiggle, let's try to open up into our twist. So right arm reaches skywards, breath in. And then exhale, thread your needle, arm goes underneath the left. Try to create space between your shoulder and ear. Left arm can reach up and overhead, or you can start to work in some binds here. So with our half bind, internal rotation, arm wraps around the body. Hand can rest on the low back or fish its way into the right inner thigh. All right, let's bring ourselves out of this. So back into that same position we started in, but let's spin into our modified side plank position. So right leg extends to the back. Pick up your right leg, bend into your right knee, and try to capture top of foot or ankle. Great. Think about kicking the leg back behind if you want a little additional space, giving yourself a stretch into the shoulder. Awesome. All right, let's spin back around to the front. We're gonna step our right leg out to the right-hand side, and then we'll walk ourselves up to a standing shape, up onto our knee, yeah? Now turn your right toes so that they're facing up. I know this is a little bit invisible to you on camera. We're gonna work through gate position. So arms will reach out into a T shape. Lean towards your extended right leg, and then work right hand down, left arm up towards the ceiling. If you're having a hard time reaching for the ground, you can also utilize a block. Great. For a little additional side body stretch, bend into the left elbow and cup the back of the head with your left hand. Think about opening up armpit towards ceiling as much as you can. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Nicely done. Hands are gonna come back down towards the ground. Let's sweep our right leg behind us. Extend it back, take a breath in, and exhale, draw right knee towards your nose. Tuck left toes, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling and open up your right hip. Feel free to get some movement in there. Hip circles. Oof. Nice. Now we'll square off through our hip, look towards, square off. Look towards the front of your space, and then draw the right knee towards your nose. Push. Again, inhale, lift the leg high, keep it square. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lift it high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Now walk the fingertips a little bit further forward. Step your left foot to the outside of the right, so you're cross-legged. Blocks can get used if you're feeling super mega tight in your hamstrings. Great, our goal here is to just fold and work deeper into the hamstring space. So if you don't need blocks, you don't need them. Awesome. We'll lengthen out through the spine so we can uncross our legs. And we'll go halfway lift. So lengthen through your spinal column. Now bend into your knees and reach your arms towards the upper hand corner of your space. So Utkatasana. Wow, babe, we were so synchronized with that. Did you see that? We're like a diving team. All right, take a breath in again. And with your exhale, sweep both of your arms behind you, sink a little bit deeper into the thighs. Nice. With your inhale, rise all the way up to a standing position, and exhale, forward fold, take it down. Good, halfway lift, inhale breath. Exhale, plant hands, and let's either work through your jump backs or take it through our first little arm balance for today, crow position, Bakasana. So leaning forward, taking knees to triceps. Nice. And then jump backs can happen from there. Ooh, yes.
I was like, oh,
I know.
still up.
You're still up.
Where did I do now?
Downward facing dog. All right, so we're gonna do all of that from the other side. So we started from our tabletop position. Take yourself back forwards, lower the knees down. All right, right hand kind of centers itself, left arm reaches out to the side. Again, I know the hips want to move. Try to keep them in one spot using your core strength, and then let's thread it underneath, shoulder and ear to the ground. Right arm can reach up and overhead. If you worked with your bind, wrapping the arm around you, finding the inner thigh. Good, we'll bring ourselves back around that open twist position. And then we'll spin open into our modified side plank. Nice, left leg will pick up, bend into the left knee, capture the top of the ankle or foot. And then think about kicking back. So here our intention is not to kick up, but kick back behind us. Nice. Let's release. Take your left leg and extend it out towards the left-hand side. Again, foot is off camera, but once we stack ourselves up, what we want to do is turn our toes up towards the ceiling. I know you can kind of barely see my little tootsies. Yeah, we can see Kamar's. Thank you. Yeah. I know it's two bodies on a small screen for most people. Let's go into our gate pose. So left arm reaches down for the ground, right arm reaches high. Nice, if you added in that additional side body lat stretch, hand comes behind the head, thinking about opening up your side body towards the ceiling. We'll take a breath in. And then with our exhale, bring it all the way back up. Ooh, hands come back to the earth. We'll take our left foot back behind us. Once you've got it in extension, take a breath in. Exhale, knee towards your nose, round the spine. Tuck right toes, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up and open up your hip. Try to play with those same things you did on the other side. Hi. I didn't realize how much I can just see the imprint of my crotch when I do this. It's like, hello, this is my labia. All right, we'll square off our hips, and then we'll go knee to nose, round and contract. 2 more times like that. Last time. And we'll step through low lunge position. Now you can again reach for blocks or walk it forward, going into our cross-legged stretch again. We'll lengthen out, we'll uncross our leggies. We'll go halfway lift, inhale breath. And then with your exhale, bend into your knees and reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Nice, chair position. We nailed it again, babe. We got this thing. Take your inhales and exhale, sweep the arms back, sit a little bit deeper. Nice, rise all the way up towards standing. And with your exhale, fold forwards. All right, same thing, right? Our travel back options are stepping back or hopping back like we have been, or going for a little arm balance once more. Always good to try things twice, thrice, 4 score even. So knees can work towards your triceps, right? Leaning forwards and thinking about picking up your legs. Good, upward facing. And then downward facing dog. or resting position of choice. Taking a little water break if you need it. We're already halfway through somehow.
One.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
I don't need it, but I want it. It's Independence Day. Do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. I feel like on holidays I like want to work out, but I don't want to go anywhere. So
Yeah, this is great.
this is nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to start to introduce some of our more advanced building skills. So we're going to start introducing our eagles and some of our big lunges and horizons. So blocks can always be handy at the front. Let's get after it. We're going to start in downward facing dog. All right. So right leg is going to lift. We'll open up our hip, bend into our knee, and then we'll shift right back forwards and tap right knee towards our right tricep. Nice. Again, inhale, lift your right leg high, and tap right tricep. Good, one more time like that, lift it high. Think about tapping towards the outside of the arm, and then step your right foot to the outside of your hand. Good. Working towards some depth in a lizard lunge position. So lizards can be active with your back knee up. You can work forearms down onto some blocks or onto the ground. We're going to be here for 3 breaths, so whatever variation works for you. All right, if you're down on some blocks or on your forearms, come back up onto your hands. All right, we're gonna work our horizon lunge. So the feet are gonna be the first thing that moves. So all 10 of your toes are gonna point towards the right hand side. Right arm is going to reach up and then back for the back of your space. I like to kind of dip my hip down towards the ground so I get a nice big side body stretch. Great. Feel the hips lift, spiral everything back towards the front of your space, and then heel toe your right foot towards the center. Let's work into our side angle. So turn your toes towards the left. Right hand can be to the inside of the foot or on a block, and let's reach our left arm high. For that block variation, it takes a lot of the space that normally gets compressed when you're at your max depth and just gives it a little more opening. Let's go breath in. And with your exhale, take it into Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, side body stretch. And with your exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Come back through center, straighten your front leg, bump the hips off center, and work right hand down, left arm high. So many cues for a triangle. It's always a bit of a mouthful. All right, let's bring ourselves all the way up. Great. We're gonna rebend back into our front knee like we're going into our warrior 2, but let's pivot off the back foot and come into our high crescent shape. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Let's work our twist. Left elbow towards the right thigh. Thumbs working close as we can towards our heart center. Nice. Now look down at the ground, right where your right foot is. Bend into your left leg and step the left foot forward so you're in your prayer twisted chair. Take a breath in and a breath out. With your inhale, let's rise all the way up to a single-legged mountain. So right foot stays, left leg is going to lift up. Nice. We're going to start to prep for our eagle position, starting with our legs. So left leg is going to cross over. Now your foot can just hang out to the side. Your toes can even touch the ground, or you can do a full wrap around. Wrap around. Now, before we even think about arms, I like to just focus on my compression here. So think about really diving into the legs. Good. Let's add the arms. Right leg goes, right arm goes under the left, and either go for your bear hug or create connection with the hands. Nice. Stay with that compression. Stay with that squeeze. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Let's release, coming all the way back into our single-legged mountain. And then exhale, take a big step back, and we'll go through Ekapada Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good builds, good builds. Left leg lifts, hip opens, knee bends. Tap left knee towards left tricep. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Feel like you're going wider and wider every time. Last one. This time, try to step left foot outside of left hand. Ooh. And we're back into our lizard work. So I was working a knee up variation just so I'm staying active. And we'll take 3 breaths. Okay, if you're on your forearms or on blocks, start to work up onto your hands. And then we're gonna start our horizon process with our feet. So all the toes will turn towards our left-hand side. Left arm is up, and we'll take it bowing over towards the left or towards the back of our space.
Like it's supposed to be on the ground.
I mean, it can float. It can also be on the ground sometimes when I'm like, I just want to chill.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring it all the way up and over. We'll heel toe our left foot back towards center and get set up for side angle. So right arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Again, block can be used. I'll just use it on this side since I did it on side 1. Take your breath in. And exhale, let's take it up, warrior 2. With your inhale, find your reverse warrior, side body stretch. And exhale, let's work to triangle. Straightening through the left leg, working left arm down, right arm high. I know. All right, let's start to bring ourselves up from here. We'll rebend into our front knee like we're going to 2, but then let's square off, finding ourselves in our high crescent position. Hands work through heart center, take it into your twist. Right elbow towards the left thigh. Good, now look down towards the ground and try to step your right foot next to the left, landing you in a prayer twist. Good, we'll take one more breath in and breath out. Let's take it through center, coming all the way up to standing and into our single-legged mountain. So now our right leg is going to lift. We'll get set up for our eagle on the other side. So right leg crosses over the left. Again, it can float out to the side. It can touch the ground, touch a block. It can also wrap all the way around the leg.
Can it?
Mine can on this one. Thank goodness. Good for you. All right, now once you've got your feeling of compression here, let's get the arms in order. So left arm goes underneath the right, finding your connection that works.
Shoulders are like, wow.
Are they angry? Last 3, 2, nice, and 1. Let's release, bring it back up into your single-legged mountain. And then take your controlled step back And Ekapada Chaturanga. So left leg extends back, high to mid plank. Nice, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take a little 5-breath interlude here. Option to break up what we've been doing with a dolphin position. So taking your forearms down towards the ground. Try to keep your arms in 11s versus triangles. Promise we'll have opportunities to play within this shape on the next round. Got one more breath in and one more breath out. Nice, we'll lift up back into our downward facing dog. And let's build through another round. Right leg is going to lift, open up your hip, bend into your knee. Peek under your left arm, see if you want to add a drop back. Rotate, push the hips open towards the ceiling. Nice, let's bring it all the way back around. Step your right foot towards the outside of your right hand. Great, right arm reaches up, take it straight into your twist shape, and then all the way through to your horizon. Take it all the way up and over, and let's get set up for side angle. So right hand finds the ground, left arm reaches skywards. Take your breath in, maybe you add in your full extension, and exhale, take it up to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, triangle, right arm down, left arm high. Nicely done. All right. We'll bring ourselves all the way back up, and we're gonna add in a shape we haven't done yet, Skandasana. So think about this front leg staying as close to this as possible, turning out your left leg and working down into your lateral squat position. I like to immediately lift my toes up towards the ceiling so that both of my legs are feeling active here. Awesome. Take a breath in. And with your exhale, let's push all the way through to the other side. Left toes again, turning up towards the ceiling. All right. Let's turn and pivot towards the front of our space. And this is where blocks may come in handy, or you can just have your fingertips on the ground. We're going to work towards basically a standing split, but our main intention is going to be going somewhere a little bit different. So option 1 here is bending into your right leg and tapping your left knee to the right calf, yeah? My option 2 is to tap your shin to the ground on the outside of the foot, almost like you're coming all the way down towards a twist and then back through to your split. Yeah? So let's try 5 of those, whatever you want to work. Nicely done. All right. Lower your left foot down to the floor next to the right. We'll find a halfway lift, lengthen out through your spine, and exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to a standing position. Arms reaching up. I know we're close, we're close. And we're going to work our eagle arms on the right. So right arm is going to sweep underneath the left, create your connection. Nice. Now, left leg is going to lift up into our single-legged mountain. Great. We'll take one moment into our full eagle position again, right? This time, potentially adding in a compression. So working elbows towards your belly or even elbows towards your knees. Nice. Lift it back up, untangle your leggies, and go into eagle arm warrior 3. So extend the left leg back. Feel like you're pulling yourself apart, trying to reach the fingertips forward. 3, 2, and release down to the ground on 1. High to mid plank. Upward facing dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Great, we'll do that on the other side. Left leg lifts, hip opens. We did our drop back on side one. So peek under or over the arm. Drop the leg back behind you. Take it back around. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Work into your twist, so left arm high, and then horizon lunge. Ooh. Take it all the way up and over, and get set up for your side angle. Right arm reaches skywards. Nice. Take it to your full extended, arm up and overhead. And exhale, bring it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, triangle position. Nice, take your inhale. And exhale, bring it all the way up. Great, we're gonna go another round of skanda. So turning your back toes out, bending into the right knee. Ooh, and down into the hip you go. Nice. Take a breath in. Exhale, push your way all the way over to the other side. Really good knee over ankle work. We're almost there. Final 10 minutes of class if I'm good with my time management. Let's turn and pivot back towards the front of our space. And again, getting set up, maybe your blocks or maybe your hands, taking either 5 rounds of your knee to calf tap or knee to shin. The balance is balancing.
A lot of shifting
Yeah,
the center of mass.
so much of that. All right, let's lower our right foot down towards the ground. And we'll bring ourselves all the way up to standing from here. Whee! All right, so we're going to go into our eagle arms to start. So I think on this one,
Left under right?
yeah, left under right.
I think that's.
I think so. So left goes underneath the right. And then we have to balance on our left foot. So we'll pick up our right leg, right? And then take it into your full eagle position. Last eagle, guys. Now compression, so elbows to belly. Or sometimes I even like to take it to my knees. Oh man, sometimes this shape just makes me want to barf. Ugh. All right, let's bring it up. Keep the arms, untangle your legs, and let's work into eagle arm warrior three. Feel like you're pulling yourself apart here. Reaching the elbows and arms forward. 3, 2, and release on 1. Hands down. Left foot extends back, high to mid plank. Ooh. Upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. Great. We'll take a break here in a moment. First, let's go back into our dolphin position. And if you're wanting to explore further from dolphin, you can start to work towards your forearm stand shapes.
I'm just trying to keep my arms straight, my
Yeah.
shoulders off my arms.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
You know, like 3 breaths.
Yeah. Oh my God. Forearm stand is like, hello.
Have you been eating all that bullshit and camping and driving in cars and
Yes.
doing weird stuff with your shoulders?
Let's do the exact opposite right now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys did great. Before we officially like cool it all the way down to the ground, we're gonna work through our final shape today, and I wanna do some preparation for it with our blocks. So grasshopper, so that you know where we're going. The way I like to enter this position, we've already kind of done some similar things to it, is from basically a single-legged fold position. So I like to think about looking back at my foot, capturing the top, grabbing for the outside edge, right? Maybe testing my balance here for a moment. And then my hand comes to the ground to the outside, and I extend my leg out towards the other side. Yeah? You can stay with the support of the hand, or try to take the left arm or left hand to the right shoulder. So you're literally just balanced on one foot, yeah? I'll do it on the other side. So again, I've got this little cross back. I like to grab outer edge, arm out to side, work low. Try to balance, hand on shoulder.
The trick is getting up without hands.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, that's already a trick. The super trick.
The super duper trick.
My knee's been funny ever since the triangle practice with Gabe 6 weeks ago.
Oh God, yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
Some
Some weirdness there.
This one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's how we're gonna, if you like watch that and you're like, oh hell no, we're gonna do some prep for it right now. So we'll definitely use our blocks. I'm gonna face Kamar. Here you go. So we'll get set up like we're going into a twist. So legs will be in front of you, and you'll take your right foot and place it to the outside of your left leg. Nicely done. All right, so blocks will come by your side. I'm gonna just do this on the lowest level to start. And I just want you to try a couple times to push up and off of your right foot and lift your left leg.
I don't have any power in it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too far over my body.
too far over the body.
Yeah.
What's also interesting, what I notice that I do is I have to do, which is like dragon squat technique, right? Is like leaning off to the side. Yes.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I used to almost be able to do this. And
Yeah.
now
Everything
it's the
feels,
inners.
it's the inner thighs.
Yeah, so if
Are your
anything-
thighs too juicy for this, babe?
Too juicy right now. I gotta try to keep this leg lifted.
Yeah.
I can't even find the strength in this leg.
Well, let's try the other leg then. Yeah. And if you're doing this and you're like, girl, I can't even do this, know that this is all very advanced shit. And even if you just try to work a couple of like bottom pistol things here, which again, every time I'm training my clients and training their quads, it can always be a very eye-opening experience of like, wow, do I even have any quad strength right now? Nice, so we're on to the other side. Try a couple of these. Oh my God.
Good job, baby.
That shit's hard.
This is where it stops right there.
That's where it stops. You, nice. Good. All right, if you want to go ahead and try that grasshopper with me, with us, let's go for it. Even if you don't go for super deep, just trying to go for that foot grab to the outside of you. So we'll come back up to standing, forward fold. And let's start with our left leg behind us. So right foot is your foundation. Kick back the left leg and just try to capture the foot. Maybe you practice, right? Just a couple of shoulder touches. Maybe you try to go a little bit lower, shoulder touch. I was able to push up without my hands. Woo!
I can't even let go.
Nice.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too. I'll take 10 of them.
I like it. I'll take a dozen.
Take
a dozen more.
I'll take.
Love it. Don't even care what it is.
All right, we have to try the other side, guys. Unfortunately, this is the way. So right leg, little cross back behind you. Again, maybe you just touch the foot, touch a shoulder, and this is your life today is, wow, this is hard, which it all is.
Wow. Okay.
Activating those inner thighs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what's always neat about this though is like, this is kind of one of those things, if you just do it every day for a couple weeks, you can see some massive improvement because the muscle's there, but it's dormant.
Yes.
It's literally dormant.
It's like, we've never done this. Why are we doing this
Literally
right now?
like, hey, you told us you didn't need us, so we've been off. We've been literally off.
Yes.
No duty. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's nice to always wake those up. That's like real deep inner quad
Yeah.
that you wouldn't really get to any other way.
No, exactly.
So
Sheesh.
great.
Well, good for us.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, let's do a final stretch on the ground and then we'll call it a day. So we'll go down to our bums. We'll bring our feet together, knees wide. And we'll go forwards, stretching out our hips and our low back, Baddha Konasana position. Good, we'll walk ourselves back up. We'll grab for our toes and we'll roll back and head into happy baby. So feet up towards the ceiling. You can play with extending out a leg. And then we'll bring it all back in together, giving yourself a little final hug here. And then we'll go into our final shape, just a brief Shavasana meditation moment. We'll take one more breath here together. Knowing that every day we get to move our body is a gift. I'm totally honored to teach you all. Thank you so much for showing up on a Thursday, on a holiday. Thank you, Kamar. All of you are so awesome. Yeah.
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th of July.
July-er.
Even though everything's very not chill in America, this is still a holiday.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm celebrating, babe? Today is actually the 100th anniversary of Caesar salad being in existence.
Really?
Yeah.
From Tijuana, Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Caesar salad.
So I'm celebrating the centennial of Caesar salad. So thank you, Mexico, for giving us quite possibly one of my favorite salads.
Whatever the hell that is. Very strange combination of flavors, but it's great.
They're like, you like cheese and anchovies?
Yeah. What? No?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Just trust us.
Okay.
Oh, man. Miss Bevan. Oh, I love that. I had major holiday grumpies before this, and I'm feeling much better now. I love that. Thanks, Stephanie Joe. Oh, thank you, Netta. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sarah. All of you did amazing. Thank you, Mallory. Yeah, I always like having Kamar in class because we get to bounce things off of each other, and he is also a wealth of knowledge about body things, so always good to have him with us. You guys did amazing. So we'll be back to our regular schedule next week. So we'll have, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. It is election day in the UK. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been learning about y'all's election situation, too.
Fuck the Tories.
Fuck the Tories. Yes, we will all celebrate Centennial Caesar Salad Day. Because I'm not proud of anything else. Yes, go celebrate with a Caesar. Please, no more Tories. That's what Sarah says.
Yes.
Yes. Love it. Oh, well, all right, my dears. Have an amazing rest of your day. If you're here in the States, hopefully you enjoy your holiday. If you're in the UK, happy election day. And yeah, stay safe out there, guys. All right, I'll see you next week. Look for the updates on those classes, as well as some of our special classes we'll have popping up. So, all good things. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.